not entertained! Welcome back to a brand new movie night, and tonight, for the first time ever, my wife will be watching Gladiator. Are you excited to watch Gladiator for the first time ever?
That depends. Are you going to wear that helmet the whole time?
I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot that I was wearing it. Let me take it off because it smells like a tuna can. Hang on. My name is Flickpick Maximus, movie-watching Decimus, commander of Swedish Fish, loyal servant to true cinema, father to Sour Patch Kids, husband to a murdered wife.
I'm not dead.
Fine. We will watch Gladiator in this life or the next.
Big thanks to Sony for making this movie night possible with the Sony Bravia 75-inch mini LED QLED 4K HDR TV and Bravia Theater Bar 8, which is the best way to bring that theater experience home so you can watch movies in your underwear and not overpay for popcorn. And combine both of these with Gladiator, you'll feel like you're right in the middle of the Roman Colosseum. The Bravia 7 TV has thousands of mini LEDs precisely controlled by XR backlight to give you authentic contrast. It's a 120Hz panel with XR motion clarity, so whenever you're watching action-packed scenes, everything looks clear and crisp. It also has Voice Zoom 3, which recognizes human dialogue through AI machine learning and amplifies or reduces the volume so you can always hear crystal clear dialogue. And the thing that blows me away most about this TV is it is the brightest TV I have ever owned. The Bravia 7 has over 1700 nits of brightness. And with that, HDR content on this TV whenever you're watching an epic movie at home looks amazing. And when it comes to movies, the sound is just as important as the picture quality. The Bravia Theater Bar 8 has 11 speakers. It also features sound field optimization. The sound is calibrated to your room's characteristics, so no matter what shape or ceiling height, this technology can adjust for the best listening experience. And with that, it has 360 spatial mapping to give you the most immersive sound. The Bravia 7 and Bravia Theater Bar 8 are the perfect combination to bring the theater experience home so you can truly immerse into films in your underwear in the comfort of your house. And with all that said, I'll put the links to both of these down below if you want a closer look, or if you want to pick one up for yourself, or you simply want to read the specs and all of the features I didn't talk about in this video, because there's still like 897 other things that these do that I didn't even mention. All of those links are down below in the description box. Now, let's have a movie night.
Are you not entertained?
Today I saw a slave become more powerful than the Emperor of Rome.
With the upcoming sequel to Gladiator coming out soon, I felt it was only right to introduce my wife to one of the most epic films of all time, and certainly one of my favorite movies ever made, Gladiator. And with all that said, are you excited to watch Gladiator for the first time?
Absolutely. I mean, you've hyped it up, so...
It's the least I can do. But on a side note, check out these popcorn buckets for Gladiator 2. Like, look at this. What dimension, what time period do we live in? You're eating out of the Roman Colosseum, I'm eating out of Maximus's helmet, and the proper way to watch Gladiator at home is on the physical 4K copy because it has superior picture quality, phenomenal audio quality, and a magical bitrate that streaming will never ever be able to compete with. And with all that said, push play. Okay, for this movie night, we're going to be watching the director's cut, which is 170 minutes long compared to the theatrical version, which is 154 minutes long. And my motto is, hey, more Gladiator the better. Are you okay with that, Nikki?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. This is my only nitpick with this film, is the way that these slow-mo shots were shot. It's almost too juddery. It's like he tried to slow down the normal frame rate rather than shooting it in like high speed. That's what you do for normal slow-mo. I don't know. Stylistically, I guess it's a creative choice, but it just looks like early 2000s movie to me right here.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like it's buffering.
That's a good observation, yeah. But that's really my only nitpick with this masterpiece. Oh.
Is that Dumbledore?
Yes.
Richard Harris?
Yes. Now, if you look close at his chest, you can see it moving like he's breathing.
Oh, yeah.
And it almost looks better than it did in theaters, but you used to see it go up and down.
that his wife?
Yeah, and his son.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, they were crucified, I believe.
Oh, my God.
This part always kind of grosses me out, but I respect it.
What, does he touch her?
Just those toasted tootsies in his mouth.
Toasted tootsies.
Do you think that guy had hair gel to make those spikes?
Good question.
I always felt like if this movie was made 20 years earlier, that would be Arnold Schwarzenegger as the buff Austrian guy.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you lived in ancient Rome, would you go watch this?
Probably. I give in to peer pressure, so.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is the closest thing that we have to this, the modern day equivalent, is
Wrestling.
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I told you there'd be tigers. Well, that's Gladiator. What did you think?
That was, I mean, you delivered on the decapitation and tigers, so that was really good.
I think your immediate response should be, that's the most epic movie ever made, and I loved every second and every frame
I'm sorry
of
if
said
I was
movie. And Joaquin Phoenix is a little bit too touchy with his sister.
Yeah,
But he sells it like pure cinema. Okay, so that concludes Gladiator. Did it live up to the hype? Was it everything you wanted to see in an epic movie?
Yeah, I liked it.
That's fair enough. Also, the most important question I have for you is, did this movie look phenomenal on our Sony Bravia 7 75-inch TV with mini LEDs?
It looked phenomenal.
Thanks, Sony. Now I know you, or at least I like to think I do since we're married. Is this your favorite Ridley Scott movie?
I can't say it is.
Oh yeah? What is it?
The Martian.
In your face, Neil Armstrong.
A good answer would have been Alien.
Well,
But The Martian's fine.
The Martian has a really good book that went along with it. So I read the book, I loved the book, so I have to love the movie. But there's not a lot of stylistic similarities between the two.
Well, yeah, not really. But then again, you have Matt Damon on Mars growing potatoes, and then you have Maximus fighting tigers in a Roman Colosseum.
It's kind of different. They didn't do the slow motion thing that you were talking about.
Well, because that was like an early 2000s thing that he was stuck on for some reason. Then I feel like he changed it up after that, and I'm glad that he did. Now, here's our final flicking thoughts on Gladiator. Nikki, I'll go to you first, since this is your first time watching it. Do you think this is a must-watch when it comes to cinema?
Absolutely. I can see why it's a classic.
I concur with you, and I'm glad you said that, or else, well...
Divorce.
That too. I was going to say feed you to a tiger.
Oh.
But anyway, when it comes to Gladiator, I think it has all the key fundamentals that make an epic classic film. It has brutality, it has violence, it has incest, but you need the drama, let's be honest. But most importantly, it almost has a bittersweet ending.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up our movie night for Gladiator. Leave your thoughts, your opinions down below. What do you think about Gladiator, and are you super excited for the sequel? I know I am. I don't expect much other than CGI rhinos, but other than that, I'm really looking forward to it. What say you, Nikki?
I didn't know rhinos were involved, but...
Did you see the trailer?
Yes. I saw monkeys.
Hey, you just saw Gladiator for the first time. That's all that matters. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.